Yeah.
Good to go?
It says recording on the shot side.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, thank you for meeting with me. I appreciate it.
I should be thanking you. You're the one helping me out.
We thank each other.
Yeah.
I guess the first thing I wanted to ask you before we start talking about logistics is what exactly your company is looking for. What are you guys looking at?
Well, we're looking to get a deal on 5 buses to pick up employees from 3 different points, being Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Rexburg.
I guess one thing too that I was thinking about the other day as we we're kind of scheduling this meeting. So obviously, with a contract like this, it's going to be something kind of lengthy. It's not going to be just for a year or 2 years. What made you drop your other bus supplier?
I'm not sure. I think it's more, we just need something that's going to accommodate our employees more and be more than just like, an uncomfortable bus for them to travel in to work. So
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, the only reason why I ask is simply enough. We just want to make sure that we're not only meeting with the expectations. We would hate to create a contract with you that's for X amount of years, and then after a few years you feel uncomfortable or dissatisfied with the service we're offering. We'd hate to repeat whatever any other company does. We want to strive to do our best.
of course.
Again, so you said it's Pocatello, Idaho Falls, and Rexburg, and I'm guessing they need to arrive at the site around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. It kind of varies, maybe.
Between 7 and 7:30.
7:30. Okay, that's totally fine. Well, we can definitely be able to accommodate that. We have 3 different bus options for you, and any of these bus options, the driver will be provided by us as well, so you don't need to worry about finding your own driver. Each of our drivers, we can be able to provide their paperwork, driving history, all that stuff, just so you can feel secure with who's driving your employees. The 3 different bus options we have. The first bus, it's a standard bus. Very simply put, it's comfortable enough to get you from point A to point B. It's very, very fuel efficient for a bus. On the highway miles, it's roughly about 30 miles per gallon, which is pretty good for a bus.
Right.
In terms of amenities, I mean, everything's pretty standard with this package. I wouldn't say there's too many bells and whistles, but I wouldn't say they're uncomfortable either. I mean, there's armrests, there's comfortable seats, obviously air conditioning for the summer, heat for the winter. It's it's not like they're trekking across the plains or anything. They're going to be comfortable, I promise. The next step up for buses, we have the Plus package. With this bus, it's a little bit more comfortable. There are Wi-Fi options. The seats are a little bit bigger, more comfortable, a little bit more cushioned. And again, it's the amenities, everything's just a little bit, I guess, kind of higher class. You can kind of tell. It's like essentially if you're flying Delta, it's either economy or kind of a plus. You can tell there's a difference in seats, comfort, things like that. The fuel efficiency does drop a little bit with this bus, however, it goes from about 30 miles to the gallon to roughly mid 20s or so, around 25-ish. Not only do they have the Wi-Fi as well, but it also has USB as well as just plugs for laptops and things like that. So your employees can be able to get work done to and from the site. They'll still be connected, have access to anything if you guys need to contact them in route. The deluxe bus that we have definitely are kind of premium, awesome bus that everyone loves to ride in. Not only does it have everything we've already mentioned, like onboard Wi-Fi, it's got the USB and the plugs for outlets. Seats are again even bigger and more comfier than the Plus package. The armrests themselves, it's kind of funny. We always have people talk about how much they love the armrests because sometimes if you're sitting near someone fighting for the armrest, every seat has their own armrest. Everyone's got their own seat, their own armrest. So it's not kind of an uncomfortable, awkward fight if you're fighting for the armrest against someone. But not only that, the couple things that we really love is these seats are reclinable. All the other seats in the buses, they can be able to kind of lean back a little bit. These seats go almost into basically a horizontal position, sleeping position. Because we understand the drive to the site can be long, and especially if they're going to get there at 7:30 in the morning, near the back of the bus can be able to pivot, turn, and essentially kind of turn into a bit of a conference room. The bus is equipped that there can be like kind of a bit of a table that kind of comes out of the floor. So it's pretty nice that everything's kind of set up for conference room meetings. We even include a little kind of fridge that you can be able to be stocked with anything you want. So again, it's really, really awesome. The gas mileage itself does drop a little bit from the Plus package. It goes from about mid-20s to about lower 20s, about 20, 21 is what we see on average. One thing that we would also be definitely willing to do is want to communicate with you guys if there's any bad weather. We've been in Idaho many years. We understand, just like this winter, things are unpredictable. Sometimes winters are kind of mild and then it hits us all at once. Sometimes it's prolonged for a long time. I've even seen it go back in like early 2000s. It snowed kind of back in June a little bit. So it's kind of strange. Weather's weird in Idaho. I'm sure you already get that. You've probably been around here more than I have. And we would hate for any of your employees to be late. So what we can be able to offer as well is we want to set up kind of a communication service with you so that if we're needing to leave early, we usually get updates about road conditions. So if we need to leave early, we'd love to contact you. That way you can then be able to reach out to your employees and let them know, hey, our bus is going to be leaving earlier. We do want to set up those, I guess, kind of communication texts or whatever you guys, however you want to set up, whether it's calls, text, emails. We would want to try to reach out to them probably the night before. It'd be hard to kind of catch them in the morning when they're getting up. People probably aren't getting up much earlier than they need to. But then that way, again, we can plan for that because we keep your employees who are there on time in the office.
My productivity pretty high.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess out of those three locations, because honestly, I haven't looked at the map too closely. Which location from the site is kind of furthest?
So I'm kind of in the desert area, so I would say they probably all look the same, but probably closer to the Idaho Falls area. So probably the longest route.
Okay. Well, what I would really suggest, obviously the deluxe bus is absolute best. It's got all the bells and whistles you guys are looking for. The deluxe, we're looking at $3,600 a day. And what we can be able to offer as well, that I was just talking to some of our board members a little bit ago. With the deluxe bus, again, it comes with air conditioning, comes with heat. But we've heard sometimes people will or we've noticed sometimes people just wear their coats a long time, they'll be wearing it to the bus. What we want to offer as well to your employees during the winter months is they can be able to, if they want, we'll provide free kind of thinner blankets, nothing crazy nice, or we can sell them kind of thicker blankets that they can bring onto the bus, store on the bus. It would only be just for a few dollars. It wouldn't be very much, but it's something we're going to start offering as packages that they can buy blankets or bring their own if they really like to. If they bring their own, they can't store them on the bus for too long because it might be too big. It might not fit in the compartments, but if they'd like to buy some blankets too, we can sell them too. Cheap. So just something to think about. Definitely not something that's required.
Well, they do have lockers at the thing, so that they can put them in there if necessary.
That's perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I would also need a commitment for the contract to be 10 years. Is that an issue?
No, that's totally fine. We can definitely do 10 years for you.
Awesome. Sounds good. So I was thinking that the bus is probably the better option because of the fact that they have the Wi-Fi, plugging things in, and they have that little extra room. And then, how soon can we get them up and running and, I guess, transporting my employees?
Yeah, well, so we have 3 locations. How many buses are you going to need per location?
5.
5 per location?
Oh, per location, no. So Rexburg's going to have 1.
Okay.
Idaho Falls is going to have 3, and then Hope Hill is going to have 1.
Okay, perfect. We could have, whether it's standard plus or deluxe, we could have any of these buses available to you in the next, today's what? It's Tuesday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. We could have them picking up your employees Thursday morning. If we're able to kind of get the paperwork pushed through, all everything signed and kind of confirmed and everything, to be able to do that easily.
Of course.
The plus buses, those packages, they are awesome. I totally agree with you. One thing I would also valuable for you guys. And when you're transporting a lot of these employees, I'm sure it's kind of various levels of management or executives, as well. And I
Got
understand.
executives, yeah.
I'm sure they're taking buses too. And we want to make sure that one, not only everyone's comfortable, we want to make sure the executives as well are able to get work done if they need to. Sometimes, at least in our line of profession, sometimes we've had to have meetings, we've had to make decisions really, really quickly. What I would strongly suggest is for the Pocatello location. One, because it has some executives, and two, because it's such kind of a long drive. I really push at least one of the buses for Pocatello to be that deluxe. Because again, trying to get at the site at 7:30, having to leave even earlier during these winter months right now, they're going to be losing sleep, or it's going to be hard for them to sleep. Maybe sometimes with buses, they might be used to it. I'm not sure how many of your employees are. Maybe they're kind of hardcore bus sleepers, but we want to make sure it's comfortable for them. And employee satisfaction, especially at Eastern Iowa Shuttle, I'm sure it's even more so for you guys. We care so much about employees. We want to make sure that there's longevity, that they want to come to work, they're excited to be at work, and that when they get to work, they're ready. They're ready to hit the ground running. And being on a bus drive, even if it's just, for me, even if I drive half an hour to work, sometimes I'm exhausted. I want to take a break. I want to kind of unwind before I get to work. This deluxe, again, it allows your employees to sleep very, very comfortably on the buses. So what we could be able to do, if you'd like, is we can definitely get you guys set up with Plus. These Plus Pass buses are $3,200 a day. What we could be able to do for you for the deluxe, if you'd like, again, since these prices will include gas as well, and since it is a little bit longer of a drive, we're providing the drivers to make each stop for you. The deluxes, we could be able to offer them at about maybe a $300 discount for you if you'd like. Ultimately, that would bring, again, if you got 5 buses, 4 of them at the Plus, I'm not great at math in my mind.
Let's see, that would bring it out, without the discount, that brings it out to $16,400.
Yep. Yeah, and so what we could be able to do is I'd be more than happy to reduce the deluxe bus down from $3,600 to $3,300 down for you, so it would bring the overall price per day down to just $16,100.
Yeah, well, my price point range, I can't really afford that.
Okay, then let me ask you, what's your price point range, and what are
I want to stay below 16.
Below 16. Yes. Okay. What we could be able to do here for you, because again, one thing to consider is, the prices will include the gas, and there can be days, especially during the winter, we're driving slower to make sure the employees are safe. We're driving a little bit longer. I could bring it exactly to 16,000. I don't think we could go too much lower beyond that. Just one year, we want to make sure that we're taking care of you guys. We want to make sure that we're kind of covering that excessive gas bill that can come from the driving earlier, making sure your employees are getting there a little bit earlier. What are your thoughts on that?
It's really good offer. I do have to wonder about the maintenance of the buses, though. Like, are they pretty well made, like regular maintenance checks? Because I know there's other shuttles that have like a good rep, but then like sometimes you hear like they've broken down and they're like 2 hours behind schedule, and kind of want to make sure that maintenance is watched on them, so that doesn't be an issue for my employees.
Yeah, absolutely. What we can do, we'll let you know. We do always do very consistent oil changes. We have lots of multi-point inspections to make sure everything's running smoothly. What we can be able to do for you, if for whatever reason, in the years I've been here, I've only seen one bus have issues, and that was simply because the road conditions were kind of rough, and so they were having a little bit of trouble getting through the snow. If there are any issues, what we can be able to do is we can be able to discount any days that buses have legitimate issues, and we can sketch out or kind of write up what constitutes issues. But obviously, it'd be anything maintenance issues or technical or electrical, anything like that. If there are issues, we can drop off $1,000 that day if there are bus issues. And what we always have a bus on retainer. If for whatever reason there is something that does happen that our bus cannot move forward, we always have a bus to be able to go pick up those employees and keep going.
Yeah. But yeah, $1,000 thing sounds like a good deal, because if I lose productivity, I lose money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we understand you guys' time is valuable as money. The same for us. You know, when we're using these buses, every time they're being used, it's an investment into our company as well. So we totally understand that. So we want to make sure.
All right. Sounds like we got a deal.